Alexa, turn on studio. Hey, what's up? Hope you're well. Thank you for being here. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Today, we're gonna do a little home studio tour. This is my studio. It's pretty simple. Let me turn on one of these lights. There we go, that's better, right? What we have here is a 2-car garage. And when the house was purchased, it had just studs. You know, give me a sec, I gotta turn this air on. It's 95 degrees outside. There was like workbenches. It's on its own concrete slab. And you can tell that over the last 50 years, people have actually used this as like a work area. There's stains everywhere in the and you know, I don't care. It's function over form, right? Or I don't know, form over function. I don't know, it's cool, whatever. That puts me into a really, really cool situation. Though everything is in the same room, the drums take up such a small part of the studio that I have a big enough space where low end can develop, I can hit really hard, and it doesn't bother my neighbors. Why don't we just go around and see what's happening? This is the wall. This is like storage 101 where I keep everything. Any snares that aren't being used, any heads that aren't being used, I mean little drums, big drums. There's a huge 4-foot by 8-foot sound absorber that has storage above it, so I keep like extra stuff up there. And this is kind of the home base of anything I want to do as far as drums. What do we have? Let's get into it. This is my baby. This is a beautiful Tama Star Walnut, 16 by 22, 16 by 16, 14 by 14, 12 by 8, 10 by 7. These drums are just gorgeous. I have this old, as my friend Neil Daniels called it, the Tama Hipster series. It's just an old club date Duco style. It's really old, and I put a Tama mount on it, so then I can use that tom with this stand, and all my Tama drums just fit on this one tom stand. In fact, I'm gonna show you. Not Tama, but perfect. Okay, so now that we have this whole debacle of that stand, because I get a lot of questions about the stand. It's just a Tama, I think it's their Starline rack tom holder. I think it was developed by Peter Erskine and Tama a few years ago, and it's great. You can just pop different toms on there. You can put 2 of them together, whatever. It's great. The next Tama kit that I own, which is this awesome, it's labeled for tours, you can see. This is my main touring kit. It's a Star Classic Birch Babinga. Unfortunately, they don't make these anymore, so I'm very, very thankful and lucky that I have that. It's a 16 by 16 floor tom, 16 by 22 kick drum. Here's the 14 by 14. This lovely tackle pouch serves as just a nice holder for, you know, when I need to cut things or hold some extra, you know, it's just nice to have that there. And then there's the 12 by 8 rack tom. It's a workhorse. This kit, I mean, it's played every big city in the country. I don't know how many times. It's great. This is a really cool kit. I just posted a video on Instagram about it. Crystal Beat by Pearl. It's basically a Vista light, but it's made by Pearl. It just sounds good and dead and awesome. Whenever I have like that 70s thing or dead drums, aggressive dead drums, kind of Queens of the Stone Age, this is my go-to. I took the bottom heads off, or reso heads off, and there's a 16 there, and then there's a 12 inside of there. Let's talk about this kick drum. I think 60s Slingerland 16 by 22 mahogany kick drum. It's great. I got this at the Pittsburgh Drum Exchange while I was on tour this past year. I'm not gonna tell you what I paid for it because it was so cheap I couldn't say no. I'm really happy to have this, and I got such a great deal on it. I couldn't be happier. I mentioned him before, but my friend Neil Daniels had this, I think also 60s Slingerland floor tom, and they kind of match. It's cool. I like it. It has this weird double floor tom leg thing, which makes no sense to me, but... Oh, and then this thing right here. This is a really cool snare. It's a gushy snare. birch babinga also. I could be wrong, but it sits on floor tom legs, and it's the deepest, meanest, dopest thing ever. Let's see. Oh, this guy. Another great find. This matches this kit, and whoever I bought this from put this terrible, like, furniture. You can even peel it off, see what I mean? Furniture, I don't know what that is, but underneath is this gorgeous black gold fade ducko thing. Again, it just works. It's single tensions, it's super old, it's a WFL. This is tuned kind of like boomy and meant to be played really quietly. Let's talk snare drums. So I get a lot of questions about this stuff. I really don't know how to say except there's a bunch of different things here and they all work well. George Way stuff, Sugar, Custom DTS, Black Beauty, Tama Aluminum, Cooper Akutin Custom, that's a stainless and I don't know what kind of wood that is, I always forget. SLP Maple, Old Beautiful WFL Snare, Tama Walnut, Tama Spruce, Pearl Sensitone 15x5, old, you can find these so cheap without any of the lugs, and I mean I think I paid $150 for this drum and it's one of my favorite drums. This is the Vistalite actually, Ludwig Vistalite. There's a bunch of little drums up there which is cool, little piccolo, small little drums, and that's kind of it. This is my most recent purchase. I think the drum set that I've always wanted. I remember playing one of these at a church when I was 12 or 13. I got this about 2 weeks ago. It's a Rogers holiday kit, 20x14. I've been looking for that kick drum size forever, or 14x20. Come at me. This is a 12x8 or 8x12, however you want to say it. 16x16. It's a gorgeous kit. It has just a very, very distinct sound, and it can cover a lot of bases. It just sounds very good, and I'm so happy I have it. Shout out to R. David R. He hooked me up with this hoop and these tension rods and claws. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's not forget about this. This right here is my first kit, and there's a video link also here. People ask me a lot of questions about these two boys right here. They're just giant concert drums. This is an old Ludwig that's missing a lot of the tension rods on one side, so I just said, you know what, make this into a giant woofer, so if I need to I can just grab this, put it in front of my kick drum, and get the nice beautiful resonance off of this. And down below, a similar size, I think it's a couple inches bigger, it's a beautiful green finish. Oh, there you go. This is where I keep like all my big fat stuff, all the cables and the mess. I don't care, it doesn't bother me. Probably bother somebody right now, but whatever. Let's talk about cymbals. This is where I keep all of my cymbals. People always ask me like, hey E-Man, how the F do you store all those cymbals? Amazon Basics, acoustic guitar stand holders. That's it. And they hold so many cymbals. There's probably like 30 cymbals there. Go on Amazon, it's there. I love it. This is my percussion tray, and poor Meinl bag is just stuffed to the gills. There's everything in here, you know, hand clappers, tambourines, stuff that just makes noise for no good reason. Junk hats live back here. If you don't know about these guys, they're great. This is the original. This is the XL. Let's not forget the couch. Every studio needs a couch. Nothing special here, guys. This is it. You got your typical power, some crappy compressors that I love to run, like snare bottom and hi-hat and like the crotch mic. But I think that the two pieces of gear that I absolutely love are this Transient Designer, which there's a video about linked here, and BAE EQs. They're just gorgeous. I mean, talk about color. These are VP26s. If you're not aware of Cappy, go check them out. The Audient is just doing A to D for me. The Apollo X8 is beautiful. It's great. I do a lot of EQ on the way in for toms. This beautiful warm audio. It runs my kick out mono overheads, room mics, and laptop. This is my favorite freaking candle on earth. Holy crap, guys. If you're not hip to this one. Let's talk about mics. I use a lot of SE electronic stuff. Aaron Sterling posted a clip about kick drum mic, V-kick, and I was like, wow, this is awesome. So you're going to see a lot of SE electronic. That's what I'm trying to tell you. SE Electronics V7X. On the bottom snare, V7. Hi-hat is the SE Electronic SE8. Condenser, small diaphragm. V-beats on toms. Beautiful microphones. My overheads, these rotate. Sometimes I use the SE stuff, sometimes I use ribbon mics, but right now I'm using the Neumann KM184s. And these are really beautiful microphones. My mono overhead is a Behringer Dynamic M160. It's so warm and nice. I really enjoy that microphone. Let's go over to the kick drum. Again, more SE electronic stuff. This is their SE2300, large condenser mic. Inside is the SE V-kick. Get a lot of questions about this. My friend Derek owns this amazing company called Vanguard Microphones. And this is Vanguard 44S. This is a stereo version of the V4. So he makes a mono large diaphragm condenser called the V4. And this is basically two V4 capsules sandwiched on top of each other. And you can turn the top. You have some nice options as far as how you want to manipulate the sound with it. So you saw my laptop was over there, and I run an HDMI to both this monitor and that top monitor. Hello, air conditioner. And all I do is have different display setup. When I edit video, we'll have the preview image up top. It's also just nice to have a TV in here. Sometimes if somebody's in the house and I want to chill and be by myself and need some space, I can come in here and just watch TV, Netflix. My speakers, a lot of people don't know about this company, and I think they're great. Cali Audio. These are the N8s. You made it to the end. So you made it to 12 minutes. There's going to be another minute, 45 seconds. I'll be really quick. I have some really great stuff, and I'm so fortunate to have a room like this, especially right now during this weird time we're in, right? So, all that being said, I have the things I have, and I know how to use them, which is really important. Nothing I have in here I do not use. I use 100% of it. Everything I talked about will be listed down below in link form. So I'll make a link for every single product that I mentioned, either the website or a retailer that is selling this product. If it's discontinued, I think that Tama Blue kit, the Birch Babinga, they make a new one. It's walnut birch. It's awesome too. I've played a few of those live. All that being said, again, thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you made it to this point. Make sure you hit the little bell ding at the end of that. Be ready. There's another video coming really, really soon. I am teaming up with one of my favorite drum product manufacturers, and it'll be here probably within a day of this video. I'm so stoked about that video. I'm stoked about this video. I'm stoked that you are here. I'm just stoked right now. Thank you so much. Have a good one. Until the next one, see you later.